Okay, thank you very much. Okay, good afternoon to all the members, front row leaders, Wendy and staff. 你们辛苦了. Actually, if you see the photograph just now, I came up to share complaint last one day seminar. My hair is black. Today, I came out here, my hair is gray. And today, when we are stepping up into this place, we are gathering with some friends. And then one of our friends saw me. Who is this person? I said, I'm Alvin. Then this friend told my wife, hey, you changed a new boyfriend. So I'm Alvin Lim, okay, sales master. Today I'm going to talk about our compensations, but I want to look into directions where I want to ask a few questions, and then we go on from there. Okay, first, I want to ask, is this the one? Okay. So this is the table of contents, okay? Why you should start Atomy business. Okay, what kind of company is Atomy, and how can I do Atomy business? So basically, this is the contents for today's sharing. Okay. Why should you start Atomy business? I want to ask you a question. Interesting. Have you thought about retirement? Have you thought of retirement? How many of you actually thought of retirement? Put up your hand. That's good. But before Atomy, have you ever thought of retirement? How many of you think that you can retire without Atomy? Put up your hand. None. And it is true, when I was young, I was working, I never thought of retirement. Because everything I work and I plan, but never plan on retirement. But today we're going to explore this topic. Can you retire in Singapore? And when we talk about retirement, a lot of us will think about saving, isn't it? That's one means that we, as Singaporeans, are very privileged because our government really take care of us. They have a plan for us to save. And what kind of saving is that? We actually know it's called CPF, Central Provision Fund. Most Singaporeans will know. Very quickly, for foreigners or those who doesn't know, okay, it is a saving that the government have constructed to save 70% contribute from the employer, 20% from yourself, and the total sum will be your savings. And they will divide them into different accounts for different purpose. Okay, so this is a way that the government has helped us to save for what? Actually, for your retirement. Okay, so that you will not burden the government. That's the true fact. Okay? But unknown to a lot of us, right, our different accounts will combine into a retirement account at the age of 55. Okay? And the government will actually pay you your pension, okay, for your retirement at the age of 65. So this is CPF, our traditional way of how we think retirement will be for most Singaporeans. But if we talk about retirement, we must look at our life expectancy, right? How long are we going to live? I think that's the question. If I'm going to retire at 65 and I die at 67, no point, right? But what is the average life expectancy of our Singaporeans? Okay, you will be very surprised. And later I want you to clap. I want you to clap very loud, because I'm going to congratulate the ladies here. Okay, the male is 81.5 on average. Our life expectancy. That means this age I will die. Rest in peace. Gong dong chair, you know. Ambulance. Then rest in peace. For men is 81. For women is 86. So women actually live longer. Okay, a round of applause. But do you know why men live shorter life? This is the reason, I'm very stressed. How come I'm not moving? This is the reason, men, the way they work. You understand what they're doing? That's how men work, and that's why their life is shorter. And trying to cut a shot behind the buck and trying to catch a sofa. So that's the whole reason why women live longer. Okay, I hope you guys, ladies, well done. Okay, but it is true. Okay, a round of applause of all ladies in Singapore because your life expectancy throughout the world is number one, 87.5. Oh, point here. Okay. And my guys, not too bad, okay? In the world, we are ranked second. Oh, okay. But I mean, what else? What's so good if you live long but you don't have health? And once again, Singapore topped the chart. Oh, for women, 75. For men, 72. So isn't it good? Our health system is so well done that we live longer now. But the question is, if you live longer, do you have the money? Do you have the good health? So we come to a conclusion and do some conclusion here. This is the scary truth. And how many of you think that if without atomy, you wanted to retire at 65? 65, you want to retire? Okay, most of us don't want to retire at 65. You know why? Because it's very long way. Okay? Most of us, realistically, most Singaporeans, they wanted to retire at what? 55. Okay? So this is the scary truth about our retirement plan if you go the traditional way. Okay? We aim to retire at 55. But the truth is, okay, the truth is the government will not pay you. You are officially retired at the age of 62. And you can live a good life, a healthy life, until the age of 73. And then you will rest in peace in 86. But when does the CPF, the retirement fund, pay you? At 65 years old. Okay, so if you want to retire between 55 to 65, you still have to think about how you get the fund. Because CPF is only going to pay you at 65. So how much do you need to retire? So we have some calculations. From average, okay, a simple basic lifestyle for elderly, from research is about 1.3 to 1.4. A basic, we are talking about elderly who are living here. They don't have much enjoyment. They can do a lot of free stuff, go to the park, join PA for low budget tour, stuff like that. Okay, a very basic. Probably they can't really do much tour. Okay, so this is basic. But so we are talking about higher standard for Singaporeans. What is the slightly higher standard all about? It's about 3,000. That's what most people will expect to retire comfortably in Singapore, 3,000 per person. Not a couple, per person. But I think 3,000 to some of the people will still think that it's too high because it's not easy to meet. Okay? Sometimes their own salary might not even meet 3,000. A realistic figure, let's lower to about 2.5. Okay? I have a reason why I say that. Okay, if you look at CPF, how CPF calculates their sums, I blew up for you up. Okay? If you wanted to receive through the CPF Life is very good actually, considered very good because they're going to pay you, okay, the sum until you die. If you have the sum of money in CPF. Okay, how much do you need if I wanted to receive 2,000 to 2,002? I need 415,000 in CPF before I reach 65. Okay, so you understand this? You understand this chart? But the thing is, most Singaporeans know that when, for example, myself, I've been through this stage, I'm 52 now. When I was young, I was working, we accumulate a sum of money in my CPF. But when we got married and buy a house, what happened? Psst, wipe out, because you have to pay for a house. And then you accumulate again, and then we change house, upgrade, and then psst, empty again. And then we accumulate from again. So by right, I should have this 415 if nothing go wrong. But because of all these loan and purchases, most of our CPF were not able to meet this requirement. Okay, so I believe more than half of Singaporeans will not have these numbers at the age of 65. Furthermore, there's a lot of retrenchment. The economy is not doing good. A lot of people is out of job. And if you are one of them, you should worry because you will not get this. And where are your funds coming from when you retired? Okay, there's this blogger. He's very good. He wants to retire at 55. So he did calculations on top of CPF. And that's the figure he came up with. He said, if I wanted to retire at 55, I need 580,000 in CPF plus saving in order for me to retire at 2.2K, about 2.2 to 2.5K. So this is the realistic. Okay, about 69% of Singaporeans will use CPS to retire and expecting more than 3K, but in reality, they are retiring at 600 to 1,009. Okay, so this is the reality, and we have to recognize this before we are 65. If you don't recognize this before you reach 65, it's too late. So this is the scary truth. And there's another truth. Okay? Do you want to work until you are 65 years old, okay, to get the 2,000 to 3,000? Or do you want to work 1 to 3 years, 1 year full-time, or part-time 3 years to get the 2,000 to 3,000? Later I do the calculations and you will understand where I'm coming from. Okay? So what kind of company is Atomy? From Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And he's a famous guy who teach us about passive income. And this is a chart he showed us. And this chart explained to us that if you are an employee, or even you are self-employed, those who are doing a professional, you are exchanging money for time. The moment you stop working, the money stops coming in. The moment you fall sick and resting on bed, the money stops coming in, isn't it? The only true passive income in this chart is investment and business. But I did a small calculation of investment, how much I need to get 2,000 to 3,000 passive income per month for me to retire and don't worry about money. Do you know how much do I need to invest? Annually, about 2 to 3% of interest. I need to invest 1 million around there. And then you are still taking a lot of risks. Okay? Every time there is any news, you wake up, watch the news, because you will know whether your investment will last or not. Isn't it? Because I went through that, I know how stressful investments is. Wherever there's war, okay, I wake up, okay, look at the stock, what happened, what's going to happen. And unless you have the money, you also can't get this 2,000 to 3,000. So the only way is to own a business. But we are not talking about business, where you open a shop, I need to order stuff, I need to do delivery, I need to do sales, I need to do finance. No, this is a business, but it is not true passive income. A true passive income business is a business system that you will run on its own. So we are talking about a business system. And what is Atomy? Atomy is a business system that runs on its own online. And that's the reason why Atomy has such attractions for us to earn a passive income. Okay, this might also be true. Okay, our age from 55, retirement age, from 55 have been extend 62. And you know, after you work until 65, the government say, oh, extend until 83. Then you'll cry, isn't it? So why wait until 65? Why don't you start now? And we will teach you. So Atomy, what kind of Atomy is this? What kind of business Atomy is? Okay, just a quick run through of how distribution have evolved. In earlier days, we actually exchange goods. You got egg, the person got rice, they do exchange. Okay, the time we don't have currencies. When currencies is invented, the vendor will bring all the products to a marketplace, and then they trade through currencies. That has evolved. And then further evolved 30 years ago, we started to have internet, and online market become a trend. And now people are trading online. But what is Atomy doing? Atomy is riding on this wave, and we are evolving to become a platform contractor. What is platform contractor, by the way? Platform contractor means consumer like you and me who know nothing can do a business online, owning a platform to run a business as a business owner. This is the era now, and Atomy is such business. And Atomy is mainly a direct sales model. Okay, they took from suppliers, put on Atomy platform, and sell it to consumers. But because of that, there's no wholesalers profit, there's no retail profits. So for that reason, you're able to get a high quality product at a low reasonable price. Correct? The profit is being cut, and everything is consumer based. Okay, if we look at the overall scenario of direct sales, how is direct sales industries compared to other retail? Okay, we will do this. Okay, this guy, he is a professor. Okay, he did a presentation just last week. So his data is pretty new and fresh. Okay, let me introduce him. His name is Sang Ling Han. He's a professor in this university called Hanyang University in Korea. He is a professor and a leading authority on B&B marketing and channel and retail management, and co-author of several books. So he is the authority. So his data should be quite accurate. And he's being invited to give presentations about direct sales and how Atomy is doing in the area of direct sales. And this is what he says. Okay, for the past several years, okay, from 2008 to 2015, okay, direct sales industry has seen tremendous growth, 2.5 times growth. But if you look at the chart from beginning of 2015 until 2019, it becomes stagnant. Direct sales, direct sales means from supplier to consumer, this kind of business, okay, are stagnant. Okay, Atomy is in the direct sales industry. It is stagnant for the 2016 to 2019. That's his data. And then if you look at other similar industries, the retail market and the hypermarket. Hypermarket means the mega market, the supermarket, the mega mall. Okay, these two industries, or not industries, these two markets face the same issue of stagnancy from the same 2016 to 2001. So what does it show us? It shows that across the board globally, this industry, retail industries, actually suffer a stagnancy. But among all these, there's one marketplace growing. And which one is that? Online distribution. So the online distribution has seen growth during this stagnancy. Okay, so it means the people who are buying from offline are going online to buy. And what about Atomy? Okay, Atomy is a direct sales combined with e-commerce online. It's a hybrid. And how is Atomy doing in this environment? Okay, from 2009, 20 million, Atomy has increased in sales and have not seen any stagnancy until it reached 2020, $2 billion. So you can see that Atomy is in the right directions, being direct sales and being online. And this is data is talking about Korea. Korea direct sales market, okay, as compared to Atomy, compared to other company, Atomy has seen 50% growth, but the rest only see 1%. You know how big is the difference? And this is in Korea. And I do believe, that whatever is happening in Korea, it is going to happen in the rest of the world when Atomy launch the platform. And this is going to happen in Singapore as well. So this is Atomy potential. And lastly, Professor said this, that Atomy has become the market leader in direct sales in Korea. And Atomy will become the direct sales leader in the rest of the world. This is my confidence. And so far, we have launched in 20 countries. If you cannot remember which country it is, just go to our website, pull down the countries, pull down bar, and you can see all the countries. I do that because the countries are opening up so fast, I cannot keep track. I lost count of how many countries are going, so I just pulled out to take a look. More countries. Okay, every few months I will do that. And of course, being growing, Atomy has won numerous awards, especially in Korea. They have won the Export Tower Award. This is the latest. They have won actually several for the past few years. Okay, let's talk about the product. Okay, Atomy product has ranked the top, especially just now we talked about, many of the members have shared about HemoHim. That's their favorite. HemoHim is the number one selling product, single product in all the direct sales industries. Okay, and our Absolute is placed second. But if you compare Absolute skincare compared to the skincare of other company, the same range, actually Absolute is the number one selling cosmetic products. And of course, there's a lot of other products that is very hot selling. In fact, I think we have 4 products that is on the top 10. So I'm not going to go into all the rest, like probiotics and even the propolis, because our members have shared them. And what kind of company is Atomy? Atomy is a consumer-centered company. Why I say that? Just now they shared about HemoHim, right? Right from the start, when HemoHim started with Atomy, there is the packaging, the one packet, there's only 30 packets in the earliest days. Okay, 20 ml, 30 packet. But it has increased from 30 to 48 to 56 to 60. Okay, increase in volume, but what about the price? Okay, the price have no increase for all this increment. You might be thinking, how is it possible that Atomy has increased the volume and not the price? Let me tell you the reason. Because of membership increase, we have power. We have negotiating power as membership increase, isn't it? So over the years, as membership increase, we have negotiate power. We're able to buy raw material at a lower cost. So with a lower cost, company didn't keep quiet and take all the profits. But with lower cost, they're able to give us more. And that's what happened through, for example, in HemoHim. And it also, not just HemoHim, not just HemoHim, even our skincare, System Sexy, through the same increase in volume. For those who have used this OSET, you should know. And even our evening care set, okay, from 120 ml to 150, even our propolis toothpaste have seen increase. Okay, so this is the thing we call Atomy. The idea, I don't know whether you have heard this term, called consumer coalition. Have you heard it? 消费者联盟. The more consumers gather, the more members came, we have buying power. And we can negotiate with manufacturers to give us the best product at a lowest possible price. Isn't it great? And the membership is free. So join us because we're able to get better product at a lower price. And what's more, with such a high quality product, our return rate is the lowest in the industries. The best company in direct sales company, the best company, their scores is 3% return rate. But for Atomy, it's 0.19%. Okay, so this is way, way lower than the top player in direct sales. And what about memberships? Now, currently, we have over 10 million members. Okay, 10 million, as I said. The more members joining us, the merrier, because we got negotiating power. In fact, in future, okay, we might even book tour because we have special privilege, okay? And this is happening in Korea, actually. I'm looking forward to that. And because of Atomy culture to have consumer-centered management, they are actually given certificates of award to recognize these contributions to the consumer world. Okay, and Atomy is the only direct sales company to be given this award. So now the next question: how can I do Atomy business? How? Okay, let's go into the exciting part. How I can earn money from Atomy system? First, very easy, be an Atomy consumer. Try, as what the member has shared, try 1 or 2 products. If it is good, continue to use. If it is not good, it's okay. Company has 60 days product warranty. You can just return. Try and you will know. Unless you try, you will never know. If you try, it is good. Okay? Does it make sense for you to try more product? Change your household product into Atomy. Why? First place, you are getting a higher quality product. Second, you are getting a lower price product. You save money and get a higher price product. Isn't it good? Third, you are gaining health because Atomy is very, very stringent on the safety and health. So you have all these benefits. It makes sense for you to change your household product and try them. Okay? Save money, gain health. After that, once you have used enough, actually your own personal PVs should have increased. Okay? Should have increased. You became a loyal consumer. And that's where you are ready to be in a way, a business partner. You are ready to do this business because you like this product. Unless you like the product, you are not able to share out of your heart. And so this is also a basic requirement for most Atomians who wanted to do this business. Be a loyal consumer. Try out all the products. And once you reach the certain stage, later I'll point out to you, you can start this business. Okay? So joining Atomy is free, okay, as I mentioned, free. And there is no joining fee, there's no annual fee. So there's no monthly maintenance, any sort of this. And what's more, whatever points you have in your account will be yours. Okay, your account. Later I'll tell you very clearly, your account will be yours forever. Okay? And what kind of structure is Atomy business? It's binary. Think of a railway track for 2 tracks. Okay, you just have to form or recruit 2 consumers group, one on your left, one on your right. Okay? And it's unlimited as far as you add on those under your recruitment. Okay, these are all your unlimited levels. That means there is no levels that we will stop the PVs. And with one account, that means I'm a Singaporean, I registered my account in Singapore. But when I go to Australia, I have relatives that I visit there. I can buy product from Australia website, give it to my relative. And if they enjoy the product, I can also grow my consumer base there. So this is not just buying product, but you can actually start a business overseas with one account. As long as Singapore Atomy has launched in that country, you can do business there. So this is the summary. The only things that I didn't cover is the compensation ceiling, which later I'll touch on. Okay, so we are going to explain about the 4 types of commission. The general commission, multi-matching commission, master bonus, and educational center. The most exciting, you should concentrate on the general commission and master bonus. Okay, general commission. If you look at our website, okay, you can see the price of the product, and you also see PVs. Okay, everything is calculated in PVs, which we call them point value. And this term, agent, special agent, dealer, exclusive dealer, these are names given for your own account when you reach certain accumulation points, accumulated PVs. So you don't have to remember the name, but do remember the points. From 10K, 10,000, increase to 300,000, to 700,000, to 1.5 million, to 2.4 million. Okay, just remember the figure. And this is your own account when you buy Atomy products and you use them. This point is given to your account. And this point value is always accumulating, and it is yours to keep forever. Okay, so I explained the top layer, 10K, 30K, 40K. Then now we look at the consumer group, the left group and the right group. What is the number like? Okay, it's the same number, 300,000, 700,000, 1.5 million, 2.4 million, 6 million. Of course, it go on because that is a good thing. Because you have a lot of members, okay, you will have the kind of numbers. So you need to have 2 criteria to receive commission. First criteria is myself. My own account, I need to have PVs from 10K all the way up to 2.4 million. Okay, how much is 10K? Okay, if you buy 2 boxes of our toothbrush, $24. Okay, you can start business. But I hope, although this is 10K is easily reached, I hope you start business at 300K because it makes more sense. Later I show you the number, you will know. And then this is the first criteria. Second criteria, okay, your left group PVs. You need to reach 300K or so on according to the chart. And the right group PVs, you also need from 300K onwards. Okay, so this is the point, the score that's given. At 10K, and your downline or your group PVs below you are 300 on the left and 300 on the left, you got 5 points. One score point is $5. So that's why I say that $5 times 5 is $25. I convert this to Sing dollar. I think it's easier. Okay. So it is $25. So if you look at the chart, if my own personal account I have 300, and my left group got 300, my right group got 300, how much company is going to pay you? $75. You look at the chart, the red one, $75, and that's how it goes. At 700, it's 150. To 1.5 million is 300. 300 Sing dollar, okay, per day. So if you look at the chart, the monies will continue to increase with the number of people below you increasing until you hit $1,500 per day. That is the max. That's why we say compensation have a ceiling cap, because this is the cap. Why is this important? Because without cap, whoever come in earlier will earn all the money, isn't it? But with this cap, it rest assures that those who are earlier than us, they will reach a level where they will stop. And then the money will continue to flow down, the commission will continue to flow down to the next level and to the next level. So everybody have a chance to earn how much? 1,500 per day. So 1 month, how many thousand, if you know how to calculate? $45,000 per month, according to the chart. Okay? And usually our chairman will say 50,000. It's because of exchange rate. Okay, the exchange rate will make the difference. But according to this chart, Singapore dollars, 45,000 per month salary, capped at 45,000. Is this good? Enough. It's good, right? I'm so encouraged by all the leaders here because they are reaching there. And I will be following. So, you see, this is only the general commissions. We have not added the master bonus. Okay, later we'll go into the master bonus. That will be more exciting. Okay, so this is a summary, a quick summary. At like 300 points, you have $75. At 700 points, you have 150. So the two criteria are my own account and my downline group PVs. Okay, now we move on to our master bonus, the exciting part. Okay. Okay, how to get the master bonus? Because it's very hard to explain, so I will explain in this chart. For example, every alternate day, you get a match. That means you got 300, 300, you got a match. And if within 2 weeks, 15 days, you are able to get 7 to 8 match, that means, okay, within 2 weeks, you're able to get 7 to 8 match. That means your total PV on your left and your right group have exceeded 2,500K. So at this stage, okay, you are officially a sales master. And company will give you gift. Later, I will show you some the gift. So this is how we get our sales master bonus. Okay, the more important thing is the bonus. And so 1 month, 30 days, we have 2 periods that we can try. So if your first period you're able to hit your master bonus, company will pay you your master bonus. The second period, you can hit your master bonus, and company will pay you master bonus on top of your commissions. And how much is this? We call about $2,500. And you are able to have this every month. We call that auto sales master. Then you have earned yourself a retirement fund. Although you think, oh, 2,500, not even my salary. Wait, this is your retirement fund. Okay, you are working part-time 1 to 3 years. Isn't it good? Yeah, it's good. And we are not talking about this $2,500 until I am 85, when I go hospital and I die. I can pass this account, this retirement sums to my children and children. So you cannot see this as just my own retirement. You are also earning the retirement for your children. Okay? So this is the whole idea, why Atomic is really worth it. But we don't stop there. Why? Because, as I say, if you reach this level, okay, and I later explain to you why, it makes no sense for you to stop here. Why? Because from this stage onward, we have 7 levels of mastership. From sales master all the way to imperial master. From sales master to the next level is called diamond master. If I wanted to be promoted to diamond master, what should I do? I need to train 2% on my left and 2% on my right to be sales master. And when they successfully became sales master, I will become a diamond master. Correct? And what is the salary jump? From 2,500, okay, if you successfully train 4 auto sales master, your salary jump will be 7.5K to 10,000. So if I ask you, you work 3 days part-time and then you get 2.5K and you know all the skills, how to explain product, the compensation plan, to show them how Atomy works, and you're able to go through all this to be a sales master, it makes no sense to stop there. You should use whatever you have to go and train 4 people. Correct? And if you are successfully trained them, of course, your salary will jump from 7.5 to 10K. And every promotion, if I want to go up to Sharon Rose, I need to train 2 Diamond Master on my left and 2 Diamond Master on my right. And from there, from Diamond Master onwards, okay, every promotion will ensure you to have 10K to 15K increment in your salary. Okay, so I ask you, will you stop at 2.5 if you reach Sales Master? No. Okay, I'm glad you see this prospect because this is important. Okay, for a start, yes, we will see this retirement fund, but we reach there, I assure you, you will not stop there. Okay, so you can go all the way up to Imperial Master with every promotion that is given. For Sales Master, there is a set of fame, 1 box of Himo-Him, and what is that called? Evening's Care Set. Okay, I'm not going through all the details, but I'm going to focus on there is cash gift from Sharon Rose onwards. Okay, there's cash gift. There's also traveling tickets. When you reach Royal Master, okay, there's cash gift. Okay, there's cash gift of 60,000 for traveling tickets, and there is also a credit card spending of $2,500. This credit card is according to for Singapore, is actually they will pay you straight away. Okay, so it's for you to spend. And if you go from Royal Master to Crown Master, then you will increase into 300,000 for traveling tickets, and you will receive a car, okay, and a 6,000 credit card spending. And of course, when we reach Imperial Master, 1.3 million with a luxury car. On top of that, 4 traveling tickets, an office, a secretary. Okay, so this is what we can have if you aim to be an Imperial Master. So I ask you, do you want to start as Sales Master if you have bring yourself to Sales Master? No. Continue to do it because your journey is easier as you go along. Okay, so for those who are inspired to open a center, a lifestyle center who help members in terms of education and serve members, the company will pass 6% from the total PVs to support the centers running. Okay, as I said, to be promoted, you need to train people, correct? But if I don't know how to train, how can I do this business? The training, you don't have to worry because Atomy is very good. Even the training, they have good training platform for us to learn together. Isn't it good? Even though I cannot train, I can still be promoted using the Atomy system, which is very important. We have like these one-day seminars. We have our one-day seminars, our online success academy. We have also other online seminars in the weekdays, and centers, they also organize seminars during the weekday night. Okay, so we have all these advantage because of what? Actually, because of the pandemic. A lot of things we are able to learn online now. Both my wife and myself, we used to travel to Malaysia to go and listen to attend their one-day seminar or even Success Academy. So when pandemic start, we actually, although we are so-called restricted, but we are also happy because we are learning from Malaysia channel, we are learning from even, where is that? From Australia, even from the US, even from Taiwan. So, Atomy has all this platform for you to learn, whether whichever language you are in, you can find a place for you to learn and pick up and do training. And most important thing, you don't know how to train, never mind. Bring your people into the system. Bring your members into the system to train with you together. I think that is more important. Okay, I came to the end of my presentations. I'm going to share what I want to do when I retired. You want to know what I want to do when I retired? Yes. Okay, well, I used to travel when I was young. I studied in Australia, and I buy a camper van, a very old camper van. The camper van is older than me, by the way, and it broke down the first hour when we drive out. Okay. But I managed to get it repaired, and we drive for 1 month from Melbourne all the way to Brisbane, and another month from Melbourne all the way to Perth with a camper van. Camper van means the trailer can convert to a. So since then, I returned to Singapore. Since then, I've been dreaming to go back to Australia. Having to met Atomy, this dream can be fulfilled. But now I have bigger dreams. This is too small. Okay? What I'm going to do? I want to bring my family for a world tour starting from 2025, driving from Singapore all the way to Russia. And the best thing is, when I travel, I have fun, I can still do Atomy. I can still do recruitment, I can still do training. And that's the whole beauty of Atomy business. Okay, and I'm going to drive this and enjoy the scenery. But of course, when I have the energy, I can do all this, or climb mountains. But when I want to retire, I will go on this. Okay, my wife and myself too will hide out in this and travel the world. Continue to do Atomy. Share the good news. And if really, really I'm tired of the land, I can always go to the sea. Okay. So this is what I want to do. And my question to you, what do you want to do when you retire? Go and think about it. Bye for now.